win the early game against Team HAQ. And one of the best combinations with a early game advantage is the Dolia Yangjin combination, right? You out-tank, you out-damage, you out-sustain.
Well, let's wait and see, because for the Dolia and Yangjin to be available right over there, it would mean that Team HAQ at the same time, they would need to allow the Tricha, they would need to allow the Ogren. There's a lot of other picks that there will be available right over there. Hopefully we will get to see the Dolia and the Yangjin. Yesterday, we saw some Yangjin without the Dolia. It did not perform as well, but in the moment that we saw that pair in there, exquisite performances.
That's true. I mean, it's not necessary for them to pick up the Dolia, but I think the combination we have seen from other teams is a very scary one. We have the Nerza, Dolia, Yangjin, and then just fit any two heroes, man.
Well, it is available right over there for Team HAQ for grabs as well. They might just go for the Dharma, and I'm really looking forward to see the Dolia Yangjin going in for KAGENDRA.
Okay, we'll see Team HAQ here. I like the idea of the Martial Monk, right? Dharma fits in any great competition as well. It really comes down to the team fight. Can you find those openings? But KAGENDRA straight away teasing us with the Magistrate, the D-Tier here. And hey, it looks like the Dolia is on the cards here.
If the Dolia is on the cards right over there, they do not need to pick the Yangjin immediately, right? The opponents already have the Dharma. Having the Dharma and Yangjin in there would not be an option for Team HAQ. So what about if they just seal a D-Tier beforehand?
Ooh, really? Team HAQ, they're going for the potential Luna pick here. I mean, we do have the distractions of the Luna, which will allow for the Dharma to get those beautiful catches. But KAGENDRA, the fact that they have the Dolia here, and with the potential of the Yangjin and even the Nerza is a great combination. I wonder if Team HAQ has been played into the hands of KAGENDRA here.
Let's... Jing. Double mirror domain would be an option as well here. Well, they decide to go for the Jane. Sadly, we will not be able to see the Yangjin. I like the idea of the Jing and the Luna. Yesterday we had a Jing and Luna matchup as well. It's just so beautiful just to see both of those heroes just trying to chase after the other.
Yes, this really is a mechanical matchup, right? Technical skills for both junglers here. Fei Shi against Bai. I like this. Honest 1v1. Who is the flashier, but who is the more clinical jungler at this point?
And it's gonna come down just to the mechanics of each of them, right? Like when you have big heroes like that, like the Luna, like the Jing, a lot of times it depends completely on you just to carry your team. So being able to have those mechanics, I don't think that Bai has demonstrated today yet what his real level is. On the other side, Fei Shi is completely on fire.
Yeah, fully agree. I mean, it's really just about permission, right? You have to ask for the consent. And so far, KAGENDRA has said no to Bai multiple times. You're not allowed to play your game. You have to play KAGENDRA's game. Yeah. And right now, it's looking a little bit sticky here because Celestial, the Nua here, major burst damage, very great answer against the Lung's ultimate infinite fastness as well. So Team HAQ, they have to do their work here.
Yesterday I was talking to Sagi about that, right? Like about how the new one could use the annihilation, just waiting for Lung to come out. Because that's one of the things that Lung does, right? Like he's just coming in, just going to deal damage when his HP is going to be extremely low. Infinite vastness out of there, and then this Nuwa could actually just play to work as a sniper, just waiting for him to land.
Yes, so this only tells us one thing. The common spells in this game, really important, right? Because if it comes down to the situation where Lola does find himself potentially gonna get sniped down, the flash can save his life. But we'll see how this goes, because the Animus is here. Guikus is one of my personal favorites, but it's really hard to pull off if you don't have the coordination, right? If it happens the way Team HAQ wants it, it's an instant ace.
Again, like Guigutse, as you just mentioned, in terms of that, number one, you need to have the flash. You need to have the flash available in there, just to kind of just take your flash and your second ability, be able to jump in. to really get multiple targets. Without your flash, Guegutsu not as mobile and not that big a threat as he should be.
That's true. And at this point, I think I like this composition from Team HAQ, but this is an even more difficult composition to pull off than what they have done in the first 2 games.
So I agree with you in terms that they might just be being very greedy in terms of like, oh yeah, this composition looks good. This composition might work. Do they have the coordination? Do they have the coordination today? Because it's not a matter of like, oh yeah, will they have the coordination in the future? Do they have that coordination today? They have not demonstrated yet.
It's going to be very important, right? And bear in mind, there is quite a lot of disruptions available on the side of KAGENDRA as well. They have the Demons here, the Magistrate. The Golden Token is one that is going to win them a lot of prizes if it lands onto the Luna. At the same time, they have the Sun Tzu, which with the bolt is CC immune. You can get out of a lot of things on the side of Team HAQ.
Sun Tzu, a pick that has not had a lot of priority over there in the Clash lane recently. Because we were more in an era where the Byron, where the Charlotte, where the Majin were taking control over there, the Clash lane, the Dharmas as well. So seeing the Sun Tzu come in is an interesting pick, as we know that KAGENDRA already with a 2-0 advantage allows them to be a little bit more flexible in terms of their picks. So we might be seeing right now something that they have practiced, but that they still might not have mastered.
Yep, and I think because of the risk of the game for both sides, where you don't want to give momentum to Team HAQ, at the same time for Team HAQ, you don't want to give the game over to KAGENDRA. Both junglers should not go for the invade in this level 1.
A little bit more passive, please, right? Let's try to make peace, right? Like let's try to be a little bit more into that. But look at that, they do not care. They do not care about pleasing here.
They truly do not. FaZe actually goes in to take the touch forwards. Not the biggest steal, but still, it is a resource that is now dwindled from the side of Bai. Bai will get that level 2 first, but now he has lesser camps to take. So, I don't know, Team HAQ needs to find something elsewhere.
Well, the Guegutsu is going to follow onto Bai. Nuonu and Bai are going to be a pair right now over here. They're going to be best friends for this game, as we know that Guegutsu initiation could start setting up Bai for success early in the first stages of the game.
Yeah, but only if he has the flash. And in the situation that maybe the other members of KAGENDRA unfortunately grouped up together, which I don't think we'll get to see just yet. But Team HAQ, I like this rotation coming in. They secure that first space bite of the game. This is going to aid the rotation of Bai.
They come in, look at that, FaZe is going to come and is going to check on what's happening. If a 2 against 3, do they want to take this in?
Oh, they do get the catch, some potential first blood, but with the bolt, it actually turned it around. Saule, he's still going in, but with that turnaround by John, just as he hits 4, that's gonna be first blood going to the side of Team HAQ here. The response has been great from KAGENDRA. They get a secondary kill. Bai will be taken out as well, and this is not looking good for the side of Team HAQ. Once again, KAGENDRA have control of the early game.
Losing Bai right over there in that first fight, 2 minutes in the game when you are a Luna. You cannot allow that to happen. That Luna in there, they're just gonna need so much more time right now just to climb up that gigantic wall. Look at that, right now it's gonna be KAGENDRA trying to come in for the golem.
Yep, they can't do it. He does not have smite, and with that annihilation taken down by as well. Everything going to the favor of KAGENDRA. Refresh comes in from the side of Lu as well. So FaZe does have the mirror domain available. So everything going haywire for the side of Team HAQ here.
Look at that. Like I was literally just talking about how difficult a time he was going to have, and then immediately he just gets invaded and then just gets sent back to the fountain.
An immediate invasion coming from FaZe as well, looking for that steal, will be able to get it. Bai once again does not have the Azure buff. They have to run here. FaZe jumps in looking for that finish onto Nuonu. Might not have to overcommit, take a couple of shots from tower, but John comes in, unable to find any value, drops his ultimate, and still KAGENDRA make it out safe. And what a snipe from Senko!
However, right now, Senko is on fire from way behind. Has the eyes on Noa. He says, "Your life is mine."
Yeah, this is a very phenomenal gameplay from the side of Senko. We know that he was good. We knew he was good last year, but this year, in this first part of 2026, it seems like he has found his stride. Like, what a snipe from this guy.
Great performances in here, right? Like, understanding the mechanics and understanding the advantage that such a long reach can give to your team, right? Only 4 minutes and already KAGENDRA leading by 3,000 gold.
And this is where I like the movements of Lu, right? As a Dolia, he is confident enough to stand in the front lines. Number one, because he is purified, but number two, also because he has the dive on his second skill. He's able to get out of sticky situations.
Look at that, John just waiting there in the bush. He knows he has eyes over there on KAGENDRA. He's just gonna have to TP out of there. He does not want any of that smoke.
Yep, does not want it at all. KAGENDRA using the minions to full effect at this point. Once again, threatening that Azure buff. I don't think Team HAQ will be able to fight for this. Will not be able to do so. FaZe once again treats Team HAQ's jungle as his own. Gets the reward, gets out, and he has a 2-level advantage against Bai.
Ken, that is the problem about just not having an advantage with the Luna, right? Because if you can let the other team, if you let your opponents to take control of your blue buff, then you do not have the mana that you need to actually fly around.
Yeah, and bear in mind, with additional EXP advantage going to the side of FaZe gold, this guy is close to 1,000 gold ahead of his counterpart. Bai has no options.
Five minutes and 30 seconds of the game. This is just looking exactly the same as game number 2. Now it's going to be a 4-man rotation here to the mid lane. A 5-man rotation. They know Team HAQ, they know that they need to start walking around together. They cannot just be taken down anymore.
Yeah, but what choice do you have, right? They don't have the ultimate of Noa. They know that the members of KAGENDRA are here, but they don't know exactly where they are at. And if you blindly step into the pressures, you are going to be taken out. KAGENDRA now, once again, asserting their dominance, takes away the Crimson buff from the side of Team HAQ. And you can see, they're trying to find an opening, but there's none.
Oh, this might be the first one. Look at that. Lu is going to be targeted out.
Oh, 3-man knockout from the side of Sauli as well. He sets the team up for success. KAGENDRA finished the job here by the next one to fall. 3 members down for the side of Team HAQ as KAGENDRA, they are ending this game with dominance.
Look at the way that they're going. Luke jumps into the brush. He's initiated, but then after that, Solid comes in with the bow, the initiation, allowing KAGENDRA to take a 3-0 trade in this mid lane fight.
It's crazy. Who are you supposed to look at, right? Now you see that the boat is coming. And Sauli with the boat, a 3-man knockup. What options does that open? It opens up for FaZe to get that mirror domain down. It also opens up Zan to just be free because no one is looking at him. When
you look at the gold right now, look at the new WoW ready with 4,500 gold, a 2,000 gold advantage compared to the Princess Frost right now. At the same time, the DRNG already with 5,700 gold, already 2 items in, building over there for the 3rd one.
Oh, beautiful emergence from the side of Senko. He is so smart. He knows where to look across the map. Now Team HAQ, they have to mount a defense for the T2. Not gonna happen though. Immediately taken out. Right here, KAGENDRA looking for an open.
Look at that in the mini-map. You can see the pressure that FaZe was putting over there on the bottom lane. Right now, the top lane turret for the high ground might fall. And look at the DRNG. He does not need no minions, and he's just dealing damage to the turret.
Yep, every 4th hit from this side of Zan will be able to get free damage onto the T3s here. And right now, Team HAQ, this probably could be the last stand. Sauli with the boat as well, as FaZe looks for an opening in the bottom side of the map. Might have to give his life and will be taken down. But at this point, it is all about KAGENDRA. They take up the T3s in the mid, but John, he's looking for an opening. Gets the catch with the Winter is here as well. Could this be the turnaround that they're looking for? No, it is not. Team HAQ, they got the initiation, but KAGENDRA just too strong to handle right now.
FaZe overstepping right over there. He did not have to take that 1v1 over there at the bottom lane. It's only 8 minutes and 30 seconds. There was no rush at all. And then just falling in there, even though he's got an advantage, it might just start giving the opportunity for Team HAQ to believe that they can turn things around.
I would agree with you, but Bai just lost his Azure Golem to Zan with a smite as well. He smited that, but Zan still got that Azure buff. So right now, it is once again Bai on the back foot.
The little details, no? The little details,
Yeah.
like just losing your Azure Golem right over there with the smite. There's going to be DRNG, it's going to be ganked, it's going to be 3v1. There's nothing that he can do out of that, and he's going to fall.
Yeah, the response is more important. Sauli gets that first kill onto the position of Nono as well. Sauli all alone, but the backup does come through. Senko as well as Lu trying to provide him the shield. He will make it out. Sauli survives, but Bai is the next one. Bai wants to go in again. Is it too much for him? It will be! And KAGENDRA punished the greed coming in from Bai, as well as Nono with that KAGENDRA. Restore order. There is a wave coming down the bottom side. Team HAQ, this is a problem.
Bai really thought that he could come in and take the 1v3. Sadly for him, it was solid with the movement over there, over the wall, making the movement, just dodging the skills. And it was a 3v1 that Bai shouldn't have taken. Right now, as we're gonna hit the 10-minute mark, it is almost a 9,000 gold advantage for Team KAGENDRA. This is the moment for them to actually finish the dunk.
You know a team is successful when your roamer is taking camps, right? Lu is taking the camp away from Team HAQ. At the same time, KAGENDRA, once again, repeating that same story, a double objective take. Once they have this, it's looking like the end of the road for the side of Team HAQ.
Every single time right now, KAGENDRA is just going to apply the exact same strategy. And in this one last push, after the bangers are gonna come in, I do not see any way that Team HAQ could actually protect their high ground. There's going to be super minions coming in from both edges of the map. What can they do in there to try to protect? Just wait for Nuono just to get an initiation onto 5?
I mean, ideally you would want to pick up individual members on the side of KAGENDRA, but bear in mind, now KAGENDRA has a lot of damage. Sauli with the board as well, looking for the setup. 3-man once again, a beautiful killing spree as KAGENDRA look for the finishing blow as well. John is left alone with Nono. They cannot hold, and KAGENDRA take the series 3-0, a clean sweep.
Congratulations to the IKL champions. It's going to be KAGENDRA, the ones that they're going to come in and demonstrate why their pedigree is like that. We thought that they were only good in national tournaments, but look at that. In the international stage, KAGENDRA being very, very dominant today.
You know, KAGENDRA has broken my heart twice. So yesterday I voted for them and they did not win. Today I did not vote for them and they won. So it looks like KAGENDRA has done me a number. But congratulations, this was a wonderful gameplay for the entire series from the 5 boys of IKL.
I know that the KAGENDRA fans right now, after just listening to your comment, Kin, they're waiting and hoping that you're never gonna vote for them no more. They're really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I would think so as well. I mean, history has been kind of funny for me with KAGENDRA as well. But KAGENDRA, what a showing today. This was definitely one of my favorite performances. But the one guy that really stood out to me, I have to talk about Sauli. This game, he has to be MVP, right?
Well, like the MVP could go to anyone, right? Like over there, what Solid did on the Sun Tzu with the boat coming in. When the Luna just was in front of him, the 1v1 that turned into Luna losing the 3v1. There was a very good movement that he makes over the wall in order for Luna just to just to lose the ability. At the same time, I would actually put my money on Senku. Senku's Nuwa was really on point. The way that he just sniped multiple times the Luna and the way that he sniped the Goigutsu, Senku's got my vote.
I agree with that as well, because one of the things that Senko did really well was that his vision was not actually on the team fight, right? Everyone else was focused on the remaining members on the side of Team HAQ. But Senko was like, hey, you know what? Nono is kind of low. And I think I can figure out exactly where this guy is going to be at.
You know how difficult it is to do that? It is really tough.
I do.
It is really, really hard, man. And there's the fact that he's just so confident on his own skills, just to be able to do it and perform it so accurately. I have my money on Senko for this one. Well, Team HAQ over here, sadly for them, the numbers do not look really good. It was their first performance over here in their KIS4. The road did not start in the best way for them. Their journey is going to start with a very tough defeat.
I think it's fine, right? End of the day, when you have a debut match, of course, everyone, the dream is let's start off with a clean sweep. We want to show everyone that we're strong. But then lessons have to be learned. And I think at this part of the year, we are in the first lap of HOK for 2026. I would rather you learn your lessons now than in the middle of the year, or maybe even at the end of the year.
If you're going to commit mistakes, commit them right now. It is fine to commit those mistakes. At the end of the day, it's just all part of the learning journey. Team HAQ, we're pretty blessed of just getting a spot on the 8 teams invited right over here for Honor of Kings Invitational. So we're very happy to have them in here. Hopefully they did take some notes, and hopefully they can go back and just work on those little details. I know that the fans really want to see their first victory. I am really looking forward for Team HAQ just taking that first out.
Oh, I fully agree as well. But at the same time, the same could be said of KAGENDRA, right? They did so well today. Look at that goal lead. And this is based off the KAGENDRA aggression that I really like they showed today, right? Level 1 invades, stealing away the camps, and knowing what the actual pain point of the composition or even the specific hero picks.
A 1,000 gold advantage per minute over here as we hit the 11-minute mark with an 11,000 gold advantage. That is crazy. That is a trend that we saw from KAGENDRA yesterday as well, right? Like they're really good, at least in these 2 days, they're pretty good at just getting the gold advantage. Today, they were very good at solidifying that and just getting the opportunities to take the victory out of it. I hope that in their third match, as it's going to come in the next few days, they will be able just to continue with this same trend.
I think they will, right? Once you have gotten a taste of success and you understand why that formula worked, it's easy to replicate the result again, right? Of course, with that being said, their opponents are going to be different. We'll see if the lessons have been learned. Right now, Team HAQ, of course, this is a painful debut day for them. But KAGENDRA, I like the recovery, I like the growth, I like the way that they adapted to the bans and pick as well.
All right, I know that the KAGENDRA fans right over there in Jakarta are really happy. I am certain that this is going to make their Sunday. Their Sunday today is going to be a lot happier than what their Saturday was. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And if there's any day to really have miracles happen, today is a Sunday. So that's great for the side of KAGENDRA. IKL fans are definitely going to be celebrating. Now, with that being said, we have seen KAGENDRA's growth. They've taken the first series of the day. This is going to be our first of 3 games, or 3 series that we'll be showcasing.
Well, for Team HAQ is going to be a defeat, but it does not matter much, right? This is just going to be for their group standing. It's going to be all over here. It's going to affect their seeding. I know that when realistically looking at the group and coming in as a newcomer, I know that Team HAQ comes in for this group stage in these 3 games in order to learn, in order just to take some notes. They really want to win, but at the same time, they cannot just have that tunnel vision that win is the only thing important here. What about if we look at the MVP for this game? It's going to be Solid on the Sun Tzu. You called it, Kin. The Seafarer is going to be the KDA 4-1-6. MVP goes to Solid from KAGENDRA.
Beautiful. Thank you, production, for agreeing with me for this 4-1-6. I mean, look, the set sales by Saule really were the game changer, right? Not only did he get the multi-man knockups, he timed it so well with the frigid charge as well. And that was not the only formula for success. If you take a look at the item build by Lu on this Dolia, he also had a frigid charge. So when he dove in with his second skill, it's double stuns, one in the form of the Saule ultimate, but the secondary came in the form of the frigid charges.
Look at this, like this initiation from the Goigutsu from Nuonu is actually really good. The problem is that they do not have the damage, and then the set sail from Solly coming in is what stops them on their tracks.
Yes, and one thing that I want you to notice about KAGENDRA for all the expiring pros or just fans of great action coming in from the side of HOK is the fact that KAGENDRA recognize immediately when Bai had run out of options, right? No smite, we steal your buffs. No survivability, no abilities, no ultimates, we go for the team fight.
Yes, exactly. Just the decisions right over there, just very on time. This one right over here, just such a difficult one for him to run away. Look at this Solid's performance. Comes in, goes through the wall, and that's exactly what just makes Bai just lose his ability. That's the moment where his ulti just got to stop.
Yeah, no reset coming in, and this beautiful setup by the side of Sauli as well, complemented by Lu, who uses his frigid charge to finish the job as well. And at this point, this is a sign that IKL has learned so much.
Congratulations to KAGENDRA, 3-0 victory over Team HAQ. This is going to be our first game of today already with